Hello, fans, and welcome to this special broadcast of Katy Rebels basketball. The Rebels are competing in the Primetime Nationals held in Frisco, Texas. You're listening to the Sealy Tiger Sports Network live and online at www.sealysports.com. The STSN features student athletes of all ages and promotes a fun and entertaining way to listen to young athletes performing at their very best. My name is Jim Turnbull. Joining me is the coach, Robert Arnold. Robert, we've seen some great basketball today. I think we're in store for an even better game next.
Looks like we are. Continuation. These Katy Rebels come in at 3-0.
Yes, sir.
And excited and ready to be here and advance to the finals tomorrow.
Well, today is bracket play. This is the accumulation of 2 days of basically pool play. Coach Simmons' team finds themselves the number 1 seed in this bracket, 3-0. Their first victory was against the Lady Hoop Stars, 55-14. Followed that up, kind of a low-scoring affair, 15-0. Maybe the coach can elaborate a little bit on what happened there. I noticed that the OK Stars dropped out afterwards. Simmons also defeated the Houston Premier 39-8. Let's talk with the coach.
Very good.
Coach, how you doing, sir?
Good, guys. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Hey, first off, congratulations, 3-0. Not bad here. This is a big tournament. As we heard one of the coaches say earlier, this is a national championship.
Yes, sir. Yes, it sure is.
You're 3-0. Talk a little bit about that game against the Oklahoma Stars.
Yeah, here what happened was they basically didn't show up for the first two games, and we were to play them in third game, and they didn't show up again. So they forfeited out of the tournament. So that's why you show that 15-0 score, because they go by plus 15 or minus 15.
Oh, I understand that. it. Now, it looks like you're up against a team pretty tall, but you guys look like you match up pretty good. What do you know about this DFW Elite team?
The only thing what I've heard, of course, is that they've kind of come together just recently. I've actually played against several of these players, but I believe they've been on different teams. So they've kind of put this team together, rumor-wise, at least, in the last couple of weeks or so.
Well, I think we're still trying to find a coach, unless that's their coach that just sat down on the other side. I know you have to have a coach before you can play the game. Robert, do you have any questions for the coach?
Yes, sir, Coach. Just congratulations on advancing to this level, and wanted to ask you about your team a little bit. What's the personality of your team, defensively, offensively?
You know, defensively, we're very aggressive. That's probably our MO. We do a great job of pressure defense. We press a lot. These girls, as you'll see here in a few minutes, play very, very hard. And I think we're really gelling at the right time of the year here. So I'm really excited to get out here and show you guys what these girls can do.
Coach, anybody that's going to really stand out for us? I know you hope all of them do, but anybody is your leading scorer in most games or any contest?
You know, there's not really one individual that stands out. I mean, I think that's what I really pride this group on, is they play so well as a team. You know, one night one girl might step up, the next night another girl, but overall we play really well as a team.
Very good. Coach, I see your daughter is a Cy-Fair product. You have some Katy area girls in there, and we have some private school girls, kind of a mix of the area.
We do. Yes. Yeah, my daughter's out in Cy-Fair, and the two young ladies, the sisters that you'll see, the Nat'l sisters, they actually are from the Cy-Fair area, but they go to a private Christian school. And I actually found them because I just changed my career to do coaching, and I'm coaching out at Fort Bend Christian now. So I'm just thrilled to death, and I really truly believe it's this group of girls that have kind of inspired me to go into coaching. I tell you, it's been a fun group.
Well, that sounds like a great story. Coach, what's it going to take to get a Katy Rebel victory this afternoon?
I think we've got to be able to do just pretty much our whole playbook. We do a lot of different looks on defense. We've got to move the ball. We also, I think, a key to this game is that we've got to push the ball up the court. I think we've really been kind of focused in on fast break, and I think we really need to focus on that this game.
Well, very good, Coach. We'll let you get to it, and we will visit with you at halftime.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
All right, thanks.
Well, I tell you what, man, this guy changed his career based on what he's doing out here. I really like that. That means he's a pretty dedicated guy. Not that the other guys weren't, but I see a guy, he's looking at the fans over here. He's talking to them. He's pumped up. That's the kind of coach you like.
What a great opportunity for these girls to have someone like him.
Oh, absolutely.
Teach them the game and take them to a higher level. You know what's very interesting about the two sisters, Chinaza Nat'l along with Anuchi Nat'l, is they're both in the Cy-Fair area, and it wasn't too long ago there were two sisters that played for Cy-Fair High School. They took them to the state championship, and both of them went on to star at Stanford University from Cy-Fair. So it'll be interesting to see where these two young ladies go to high school.
And we will be getting Mike over here as he gets ready to step inside the huddle. I don't think we have time to do the starting lineups yet, or if you want.
We can.
Oh, here he goes.
This is it
started.
right now. We played this whole season for right now, okay? Give it all you got, like I say every single time. Give it all you got, okay? We're starting out, same starters start out. We're starting out in red, back to regular 13, but be ready to go to any kind of set that we call out, okay? Let's go. All right, this is it. Give it all you got, all right? Hey, we're playing these last two games. We played great. I expect to see the same thing on the court right now. All right, let's go. Let's go. Everybody right here. Hard on three. 1, 2, 3. Hard!
So right in the middle of that huddle, Mike Vesley had the mic, and we were able to hear Coach Simmons giving his team directions, how to start the ball game off. And we'll get started here shortly. I'd like to give you the starting lineup. Number 1, Chinaza Nat'l. Number 12, Starlin Farrell. Number 14, Valerie Chastain. Number 15, Maddie Simmons. And number 22, Kelly Skinner. Also on the roster, number 17, Amber Park. Number 25, Anuchi Nat'l. And number 32, Jamie Gordon.
Katy controls the tip-off. Tip-off was sponsored by Axo Noble Functional Chemicals.
We go to live action here. Number 22, right side, Kelly Skinner takes a shot off the board. Tipped by Nat'l. And that was Chinazi out of bounds.
I'm going to see how well you do with those two names.
We're going to hang in there. The two young ladies from Cy-Fair, I just remember their last name was Ogumake.
Ogumake.
As we come up the floor, Dallas Fort Worth Elite, number 22, Carly Jenkins brings it across. Trapped in the corner, and we did get a foul. It's going to be called against the Rebels.
We got a couple of shout-outs coming in already. Go Rebels, take it to the hole. Also, thanks for the updates. Something about Go Mississippi State. I think I know someone who went to Mississippi State. Haven't seen her here today yet, but hopefully we'll see her soon.
Right side three-pointer just scored by Dallas. Number 21, Lauren Gunn. And back to work on offense are the Katy Rebels to get the ball inside to the D. She misses. Long with the shot, rebounded, 22. That's Carly Jenkins. As I get familiar with these names, we're going to work it up the floor. Press break, and Dallas Fort Worth did. Tipped off the hands of number 20, Kaija Willis for Dallas. It's going to be Rebel ball going full court. Bringing it up, number 12, Starlin Farrell. She gets it over to 14, Valerie Chastain. Chastain back over to Maddie Simmons. Right side shot, three-pointer, Starlin Farrell.
Makes that score 3-2 in favor of the Rebels.
Rebels on the scoreboard quick.
Rebels looking good is another shout-out. Let us know who's sending these shout-outs so we can give you guys a little credit too.
Foul called on the press. Going to go against the Rebels again. Not sure if that was on Farrell or Chastain, but it was on one of them. Referees are a little quick with their signals. Hard to see from our vantage point.
Yeah, sure it is.
We have another foul called on number 12, Starlin Farrell. Hopefully that was her second foul. Second foul on her. As we go back to live action. Beasley bringing it across, gets it in the corner. Number 21, three-pointer by number 21, Lauren Gunn.
He scores 5-3, DFW.
Bringing it up. Farrell gets across the floor. Looking inside is Simmons. Number 22, right side shot. That's Kelly Skinner. Nice shot, 10-footer.
Ties it up 5-5 here.
Number 22, Carly Jenkins, ball handler for Dallas. Gets it at the high post to number 20, Jyla Willis. Drives the basket, dumps off, lays it up. Too hard. Shot taken there by Tima Floss. And down on the other end, we go with Starlin Farrell in the offensive set for the Rebels. Left side, Maddie Simmons gets it inside. Shot taken by Skinner and draws the foul on the shot. She'll shoot two. Going to the line is number 22, Kelly Skinner. Again, shooting 2. First shot bounces high off the rim, almost goes over the backboard, comes back down, but a miss.
Hit that left side of the rim and bounced it out. Second shot scores 6-5. Katy in top. No.
Skinner shot, in and out, picked up by number 32, Tiana Floss. And we're moving up the floor as Dallas-Fort Worth controls the ball. Left side three-pointer again by their best shooter so far, number 21, Lauren Gunn, but she misses. She's off. Scramble for the ball. Nat'l grabbing it, and it's a jump ball. Call, possession goes to Dallas-Fort Worth. Inbound underneath the Fort Worth basket. Dallas-Fort Worth basket. Katy set up in a man-to-man. Inbound pass. Jenkins drives. 31. Nicole Crower. Backside pass. Gotten inside. Skinner defending the basket, and she's going to be called for the foul. As number 20 took an aggressive move, Kaija Willis. And a little bit taller than Skinner. But looks like Kelly did a good job on the baseline, just a little too much contact. Bringing the ball in is number 21, and that's Lauren Gunn.
Tell you what, watching these big 7th graders here compared to those 3rd graders, they're moving just as quick. Not.
Inbound pass contested by Katy, and it goes out of bounds off the hands of Dallas. So it'll be Katy ball right in front of our bench, which is in the far corner of the court. Bringing the ball in is Maddie Simmons. And bringing it up the floor, Starlin Farrell, the point guard. She's going to be trapped immediately. They're ready for it. Katy saw it coming and moved a pass to the center. And outlet pass over to Maddie Simmons. She lays it up easily.
New score 7-6. Katy's favor.
We got trapping defense out top, really giving trouble to the ball handler. Ball's tipped out of bounds by number 22, Kelly Skinner.
Good play by number 22. Tapped the ball into the Rebels bench, but with that, though, it looks like we got mass substitution. See if we can keep up with this. 35, 34.
We've got Megan Vaughn. We've got Voya Magnolia.
8.
Number 8, Natalie Burns.
And I believe that may be it right now.
Okay. Back to offense as Dallas. We've got an offensive charge called, or offensive foul on an illegal screen set by number 34, Voya Magletta.
Shout out coming in. Good hustle, Rebels.
Number 12, Starlin Farrell bringing it up. Right side over 15, Maddie Simmons. Simmons looks back cross court in the game. Amber Park back to Simmons. And outside shot taken by Maddie Simmons. Was it a three-pointer? I did not see. It was a two-pointer right on the line.
9-6 is your new score.
Simmons defended the D on the baseline, steps out. Back out top goes Dallas from the baseline. Park defending. Ball's tipped by Park, picked up by Maddie Simmons. Long pass down the floor to Amber Park. She lays it up and is fouled. Aggressive block by number 34, Voya Magletta, but she's called for the foul going through the body.
Fast game here, folks. If you want to give your favorite Rebel a shout out, 832-451-5622. That's 832-451-5622.
Amber Park will shoot 2. She makes the first. She is a student at Beckendorf Junior High in Katy.
Also, you can scroll down our homepage and find our number in the bottom corner. Give your favorite player a shout out or just say hello, as my friend Mississippi State just did.
We have a lane violation by Dallas. They stepped in the lane before the free throw was attempted, so it was a miss, and Amber Park will get a second shot at her second shot. Amber puts it through, so she takes advantage of that mistake by Dallas. Adds another point to the score.
11-6 for the Rebels. Looking good, out to a 5-point lead.
Rebels made a little run here. Got pass in the left corner, a little aggressive defense, and an accidental foul there by Maddie Simmons. She was actually trying to move away from an aggressive dribbler and got called for the foul. Back to work here, number 7, Mireya Saldana. Cross-court pass in the corner, right side three-pointer taken. And Maddie Simmons was inside, jumping with the best of them, trying to rebound. Ball goes off the hand of Dallas-Fort Worth. So aggressive defense there played by the Rebels. Farrell bringing it up. Gets it in the corner to Skinner. Skinner looking inside, gets it to Simmons. Simmons pivot, tries to post up, tries to lay it up. I thought I heard a whistle, but it was from another court, so it was rebounded off the miss. And here comes Dallas-Fort Worth. Scramble for the ball again. Katy's all over the floor. Double team trap in the corner. Ball's thrown off of the face of Maddie Simmons.
Can you explain what just happened about 6 feet from us? Because it looked like a gang fight.
Let's just say that there was lots of Rebels on the basketball at the time, and they forced the turnover with no foul called and no violation.
Score still 11-6. You know what Maddie Simmons' nickname is, don't you? Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog Simmons.
I even have it written down and forgot it.
And she definitely is that. It says she gets her nickname from her aggressive play.
Well, she definitely shows that she's living up to her nickname. And she's got the ball right down top of the circle, reverses it over to the D. The D looking for Park, cutting to the lane, gets it in there, but it's tipped by number 23, Sydney Hardiman.
I'm going to give a shout out to Amber Park.
Park was cutting to the basket while that shout out was coming in. Simmons get the ball into Nat'l. She fumbles it, but Park picks it up, saves it, reverses it out. Skinner with it out top, drives the lane, free throw shot. Off the rim, no good. A rebound by number 23, Hardiman for Dallas. And we're moving the ball back the other direction. Jenkins over long pass to Saldana. Saldana shoots over Nat'l. Tough situation there, Long with the shot. Long side rebound picked up, reversed over here to this side. Saldana drives left side, has to kick it back out. Good defense there by Katy. Right side attack here this time, back around the horn. Simmons out on Saldana. She gives it up.
Mad Dog is at it.
Inside again, drive by number 34, and that is Voya Magletta. She's fouled going to the basket.
Guess who just gave us a shout out? Says go Rebels. Katy Cakes Floyd. I believe that's Katy Cakes because I don't know too many Katy Floyds.
I remember well. 34 shoots first free throw, misses the rim. Checking into the game, number 21, Lauren Gunn. She has a three-pointer for Dallas in the game today. Magaletta getting ready to shoot her second shot. Off the backboard, good. Going to work again. Starlin Farrell bringing it up. Going to get immediate pressure by Saldana right at the midcourt line. Farrell working the ball down, double team, ball's tipped. Saved by Simmons. And then stolen by number 22.
Wow.
But lost out of bounds. No, inbound, saved by Skinner. And a lot of bodies flying all over the floor today.
Tell you what, Kelly Skinner plays with aggression.
Aggressive play on both ends. Ball intended for Maddie Simmons, tipped. And we have a whistle and foul call. It looks like
34.
Foul called on number 34. That's Magletta. And at the line is number 1, Shinaza Nat'l.
You know, we talk about Kelly Skinner. She's averaging 10 rebounds per game, 10 points per game. Check this out, 5 to 10 steals per game.
Wow.
She just had one down at this end. She ran all the way from the other side. Basket just dropped in.
And I notice she has a desire to play basketball in college. Checking into the game for the Rebels, number 32, Jamie Gordon from Sealy Junior High. Nadie's shot, second shot is good, so she scores on both free throws. Bringing up the ball, Saldana for Dallas. Gets the ball over in the corner to Hardiman. Back to Gunn. Gunn three-pointer, which she takes every time she has the opportunity. Back to Gunn again, down in the corner right side. This time back to Gunn. Over across court, reverse the ball. Hardiman, three-pointer, no good. Picked up Park. She brings it up, gives it up to Farrell. And the Rebels back on offense. Ball stolen by Saldana. And as she started dribbling the ball, then she's fouled by number 12, Starlin Farrell, who had the ball taken away. Coach Simmons is going to have to be careful with the point guard, Starlin Farrell. Her fouls are adding up.
She received an MVP award at her school in athletics, as well as academic achievement.
Checking into the game, number 25, Anuchi Nadi, for her sister, Chanaza Nadi. Right side corner again. Looks like Dallas tries to work it there, but we have a three-pointer, and probably about 3 foot outside the three-point line. Lauren Gunn with her, was that her third three-pointer of the day.
Scores 19-15.
Back to action. Nadi driving from the baseline, lays it up tall off the glass, a miss. Picked up by number 32, Jamie Gordon. And the right side corner goes Skinner. Skinner drives, lays it up good.
What you got up for a scoring time, Mike?
We have 6:06 left in his first half, and we have 15-10, Katy leading.
Back to work, Saldana gets it over the right side to number 31, Nicole Crowder. Back to Crowder, down the corner, Saldana, three-pointer, good. So they're working that perimeter.
15-13.
And hitting those threes. That's probably the fourth three of the game. And we're going to take a timeout here. Coach Simmons didn't like what he saw. He's going to work a little strategy here, trying to get across to the young ladies.
And, Mike is standing on the other side by the Rebel bench. Mike, I realize my problem is when I look on the angle of the scoreboard, we are just below the scoreboard. I see all the numbers together. That's the problem.
Any excuse is good for age, isn't it, Jim?
How did that sound, guys? Sound pretty good?
After 40 years old,
yes.
Go ahead and admit it.
But actually what it is you know how when you see LED numbers and you actually, a 0 looks like an 8. So I looked up there, I saw 19-15, and little did I know it was actually 15-13.
So if he ever makes a mistake on a score, you know where we're headed.
Is that the second mistake I've made today, Mike?
Well, the number 21 for the other team, 3 3-pointers. That's 9 points to the 13 right there. She's hot at 3 points.
And she shoots with good form, and, she's looked like she's shot a few of those in
Don't
practice.
let her come down to this corner near me because she'll make it every time.
Exactly. But as to make a comment on that, it looks like Dallas's offense is set around the three-point shot. As we go back to work, Mad Dog Simmons with it. She tried to get it off to Skinner. Skinner over to Park. The ball got loose for a second. Park recovered it, but traveled. So it'll be Dallas ball.
Park won the Athlete of the Year for her 7th grade class over at Beckendorf Junior High. That's pretty impressive as well.
Impressive.
Looks like we have substitution number 20.
And that's going to be Kaija Willis back in the ballgame. She was one of the starters. Go back to work. Saldana running the offense for Dallas.
Saldana's a pretty fast player, isn't she?
She takes it to the bucket and can shoot the three as she scored one already. Gordon with the rebound. Out to Skinner. 1-on-1. She takes it all the way, lays it up, in and out, but it falls through.
Robert, did you see what she did? She quickly looked back to see who was on her right side. Good presence of mind.
Good court awareness. And here's Gunn again with a long three-pointer, barely off the rim. Park pushing it up the floor, trying to gain control of it again. Gordon recovers, and Skinner will give it to Simmons to run the offense. Simmons out top, pressure, gets the ball into Skinner. Nice give and go. Beautiful play, but it just didn't make it through the basket. And down the other way comes Gunn. She tries a long pass to Croker, and that ball goes off her hands out of bounds.
You're talking about that play. It was almost a behind-the-back, between-the-legs pass. Skinner picks it up, cuts left, goes in just a little bit underneath the backboard.
You talk about fundamentals. That's one of the oldest plays in basketball, the give and go. As Simmons comes back with it. Park with it on the left side. And we've got a foul called against
1-5,
and that's Mad Dog Simmons. I'm not sure quite what happened, but
it was away from the ball.
Yeah, away from the ball after she passed the ball off to Park. So there's no telling what was seen there.
Coach Simmons doesn't seem to be too animated about it.
We're going back to work here. Saldana with it out top, trying to drive the lane, and she does right through the heart of the Rebels. Not a good sign there. Someone needs to step over and stop her.
2-point lead for Katy.
As we go back to work, Simmons against Saldana. Right side Park. Lots of pressure being applied. And finally a foul called against number 31, Nicole Crocker. Gordon will throw it in. Jamie Gordon from Sealy Junior High. Pass in, stolen by number 22, Carly Jenkins. She lays it up left side, and in and out, rebound Gordon, and stolen again from Gordon. Backside as she was looking to outlet the ball. Saldana just inside the three-point line. It'll be a two-pointer. It's good.
Evens up the score, 17-17 here.
A couple of mental mistakes by the Lady Rebels. Cost them here lately. Nat'l with the ball. And that was Chinaza. We've got a foul called against number 31. That's Nicole Crocker, her second foul here in a short period of time. And that foul was against Jamie Gordon. Crocker's being subbed in for now. 23, Sydney Hardiman. Also in the ball game, number 12, Starlin Farrell. And number 25, Anuchi Nat'l.
Another foul called. Not sure what that is. Looks like, hang on there. Oh, bringing in a sub? No. Actually, he's coming over to
Valerie Chastain back in the game for the Rebels. And Jamie Gordon will take a break. It'll be a Rebel ball inbound on their end of the basket. Farrell with it, driving left side. Tried to pivot, couldn't make the turn. Chastain with it, back to Farrell. Farrell over to Simmons. Simmons, lots of contact, and finally the foul was called. As soon as Simmons got a hold of the basketball, she was basically manhandled by number 22, Jenkins.
the coach from the DFW Elite. He's pleading his case. However, the official wasn't even looking at him.
Nat'l with it on the inbound pass, drives the lane, has it taken away by Gunn. She's back the other way with Saldana. Quick player drives the basket, and we're going to have a foul called against number 12, Starlin Farrell, for the contact made as Saldana drives the basket.
That might be her third, Ronnie, is it? Third foul.
Checking in immediately is Kelly Skinner from Katy Junior High. And also Amber Park from Beckendorf Junior High. So Farrell will take a break. Also, Anuchi Nat'l takes a break. Right side three-pointer taken by number 23, Sydney Hardiman, and it's good for Dallas.
DFW takes the lead for the first time in the game, 20-17.
Chastain gets the ball over to Park. Park looks to drive, takes it to the middle of the lane, pulls it out. Gets it across to Simmons. Lots of contact again. And there's 3 or 4 bodies went to the floor then. The ball was loose. Simmons picks it up. The Mad Dog attacks. And we've got a foul on the baseline. Called against Dallas. And Simmons, Maddie Simmons will shoot 2. Looks like we're in the bonus penalty situation, what they call the double bonus.
Little fact about Mad Dog there, she put on her bio sheet, she was born in a car on the way to the hospital.
I thought might have said on the way to a basketball game. Simmons' first free throw is a miss.
Recently completed a trip on a missions trip over to New Orleans.
Second free throw is good. Back to work here, Dallas Fort Worth trying to break pressure right at midcourt, picked up by Skinner. Skinner loses contact, ball left side, driving the lane, number 35. That's Megan Vaughn, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2. Foul called against Chinaza Nat'l.
Didn't have her feet set, made a good defensive play.
Vaughn will shoot 2. First shot is good. Second shot coming, and it is good. Katy ball.
22-17.
No press by Dallas. Park with it. Brings it across the midline. She's pressured by Jenkins immediately. Lays it up from the drive in the middle of the lane. Picked up Nat'l. And Nat'l's fouled off the Park miss. Nat'l's offensive board takes it up strong and draws the foul. Foul called on number 20, Kaija Willis. And Shanaza Nat'l will shoot 2. First one bounces off the left side.
She'd like to be a doctor. Interested in going to Baylor.
Sub comes in as number 32. That is Timmy Floss for Dallas.
What kind of food do you think she likes?
Pizza.
Pizza. Says she qualified for the 2012 AAU Junior Olympics in high jump and shot put.
Wow. Second free throw was good. Jenkins will be bringing it up for Dallas. Simmons picks her up very high in the defense. Down low into number 32, Floss. She shoots. Simmons with the rebound. Correction, that was Skinner on the rebound as Park brings it up. No press applied by Dallas. They pick up tight in the midcourt area. Lob pass into Skinner, who posted up her girl. And we have a loose ball picked up. Looks like Nat'l will go to the line again to shoot 2. And that was number 1, Shanaza Nat'l. .152 remaining in the first half. 22-19 is the score. Nat'l first free throw in and out. Second free throw coming. And it rolls around the rim. Hustling rebound by Skinner. Skinner takes it up, misses, gets her own rebound. It's blocked. Saved, but it's saved to Dallas. And we have a foul called against the Rebels, number 14, Valerie Chastain. So a turn of events there. 2 free throws missed, 2 offensive boards with no basket, and then a foul that puts Dallas at the line. So tough change of events there.
22-19.
.23 at the line, shooting 2, Sydney Hardiman. First shot, nice, through the basket. Checking in for Chastain is number 32, Jamie Gordon.
Hey, Robert, has this Dallas team missed a free throw?
I tell you, well, you just jinxed them. I don't think so up to that point.
23-19.
Mad Dog Simmons with it. She's attacking the basket, laying up left side, draws the foul. It'll just be a matter of who it's called on, but she'll be at the line shooting 2, called against number 21, Lauren Gunn. So aggressive play there by Maddie Simmons. And she gets 2 free throws out of it. First shot off the left side.
Once again, foul throws are starting to plague some of these Rebel teams.
Number 31, Nicole Crocker, checks back in for Dallas. Second shot off the front of the rim. Skinner hustling, but tips the ball to Dallas as they bring it up. Long pass inside. Intended for Crocker. She throws it away, gives the ball back up. Here comes the Rebels. Park across midcourt. Gets the ball inside to Skinner. Nice pivot move. Lays it up. Might have been fouled. No call. Gordon hustles the ball and loses it out of bounds, but you can't fault her for that hustle. Trying to save it. Up the floor comes Jenkins for Dallas. Almost traveled. Saldana back over to Gunn. Their three-point shooter tries to make a bad pass inside. Skinner picks it up. Nat'l with the steal. And on the shot, missed. Takes back up by Skinner. She's contacted. And I believe there's a foul. Kind of hard to see from here.
I believe there is, too. It's going to be a shooting foul. 22 going to the line, Kelly Skinner. Now's the time to make this free throw, Robert. Haven't seen a lot of accurate free throw shooting coming from the Rebels.
Well, and if you notice the last couple times down the floor, it's been foul, yes. And put them at the line, and we haven't. Katy has not scored all their free throw opportunities.
And again,
another
in
one
and out.
I'm sure we'll have some stats on our free throws percentage for the Rebels here shortly. Second free throw, no good. Picked up Gordon, though, on the loose ball. Back out to Park. So it's another opportunity to score. Park drives the left side, lays it up with the left hand. Nice play. Aggressive. Saw that lane and took it.
23-21.
Back to work again. Here comes Dallas. Right side three-point turned down. Shot. Picked up loose shot there by Simmons. Maddie picks it up, takes it down the floor to Gordon. Back to Simmons. Looking inside. Nobody open. Here comes Simmons driving the basket all the way. She's grabbed as she drives. Nice left hand.
Yes.
I'm seeing a good balance of ball handling there by the Katy Rebels.
That would have been a nice play for her to pick up a three-point play. Chance for that.
And she knew she had the advantage by faking right, driving left. And she's back at the line. And that is Maddie Simmons shooting two. First one rolls around and it drops through.
Good deal. Needed that. 23-22.
Up to that point in time, Rebels were 8 of 16. So 50%, but you're hoping you're above 70 to 80%.
Any given day.
Second free throw is nothing but net. So found in the range there.
Ties up the score, 23-23. Mike, how much time we have in the first half?
18 seconds.
Here's the three-point shot, right side. Hustle. Saldana saves it, and Gunn, their best shooter, gets it right at near the buzzer here. Simmons with it. She's going to push it up. See if we can get a shot before the clock runs out. Saldana aggressively attacking. And there's a foul. And Maddie Simmons was basically, young lady went to grab her arm and actually seemed like it grabbed her face. She ought to be shooting 3 shots.
I just saw the official signal 3 to the scorer. 3, he's pointing 3 again.
And Maddie's trying to get her vision back.
Yeah, she did take a hard blow to the eye. Mike, is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, she's kind of grabbing her face.
Mad Dog goes right up to the foul line. Give me the ball.
And it looks like we're going to say there's 1 second left.
Looks like they only gave her 2 for that, Jim.
Well, I saw the official signaling he's doing something. What's he saying?
Saying 2. He's saying 2 free.
25-3.
He's saying the basket.
Oh, there was a basket on.
Yeah, there was also a basket.
She did make the basket. It was a heck of a shot.
How did she make that shot? I mean, the contact was very aggressive, and she makes it a 4-point play for the Tigers.
So we new score, Mike.
We're up 26-23.
Jenkins with a long shot at the buzzer, and that's our halftime for the Katy Rebels versus the Dallas-Fort Worth Elite. So finishing with a flurry of activity.
We talked about how exciting this game is going to be, and I'll tell you, it has been just that. 26-23 here. First half expired. Lots of excitement here at the very end of the game. Hopefully we'll get a chance to visit with the coach. One thing I've noticed about some of these more advanced teams, 7th grade, 8th grade, they don't come off that bench. They sit there and they do a lot of their talking on the bench.
They do, and you'll see now, I bet they're intent listening. The assistant coach here for the Rebels giving that information out. I'm sure she's talked it over with Coach Simmons. He's getting his second half lineup situated, and what a finish to that first half, Jim. I mean, that was an amazing 4-point play by Maddie Simmons after having contact to the head, and was able to make that three-pointer in that process.
Well, it's kind of a little bit of a lull here at halftime. Mike, you're out there close to the bench, close to the action. Does Mad Dog's eye look all right, or she just get poked?
No, she looked fine. She'll be ready to play the second half. I guarantee that.
She is definitely the spark plug of this team, and we're watching the DFW team. They're over there. They realized they had a lead that shriveled away a little bit. Robert just picked up the stats from Ronnie. What do you have, Robert?
All right, Ronnie Novosad just handed me the book. We've got. We'll give you the Dallas-Fort Worth stats first. Leading scorer Lauren Gunn with 3 3-pointers, 9 points. Mireya Saldana with 7 points. Sydney Hardeman with 4. Megan Vaughn with 2, and Magaleta with 1 point. Total of 23. And for the Katy Tigers with 26 first-half points. Leading scorer was Simmons with 10. Skinner with 6. Park with 4. Farrell with 3. And Nadie, that's Shanaza Nadie with 3. So a total of 26 points. 26-23 at halftime.
Well, you know what? I think the key might have been is starting to pick up some free throws. Mad Dog got in there, did a better job. I forget, I don't know if Ronnie has that stat exactly how many free throws were attempted and how many were missed. But it was not looking good there for a while because that takes the momentum away. You sink that free throw. If you tried to make a shot, you didn't get it, you were able to go in there and at least pull away 1 point. That's a big difference.
Well, you know, it almost became the strategy of Dallas-Fort Worth not to let the Rebels run their offense, but to foul and put them at the line. And then they missed 3 straight opportunities to score. Right now we're at 50%, 9 of 18 free throws for the first half.
But I'm thinking that 50% went a whole lot different when it was early in this game. Now they're coming back, helping themselves out.
Yeah, and it's a close game. So, I mean, it's something where free throws are going to make a difference in this game before it's over with. So, second half, get their free throws straight. They've handled the ball. There hadn't been a press. Don't give up the easy three-pointer. It looks like Dallas likes to take that long 3 anytime they get it.
Well, just to let the listeners know, we're scheduled for another 3 games, 4:20, 5:40, and 8 p.m. The 420 contest will feature the Coach Maddie #1 team against the Texas Express.
Jim, excuse me, we've got the coach here real
there
quick.
You go. Take the coach.
Very physical game out there. What did you tell your girls to widen this lead and maintain this lead they got now?
Basically, we got to move the ball on offense. We got to drive to the basket, and we got to get them in some foul trouble as well. Okay, they've got 2 girls with 3, and we have 2 with 3, but we just got to play tough.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, good luck to the coach. Game's getting started again.
All right, Coach, we're back in action. I don't think there's any sitting to Maddie Simmons, who was hit in the face right at the end of the first half, but Gunn is taking a 3 for the Dallas-Fort Worth Elite. Rebounded Simmons, and here comes Farrell with it. She'll push the ball up the floor. Rebels going to work on offense. Looks like they're going to try to trap out top at the point guard position. Simmons gets the ball into Skinner. Nice turnaround shot. Good. So they dissected the defense that time with their passing, and the Rebels put the first points on the board. Simmons with a takeaway here. And coming back the other way, Farrell with it. She brings it up the floor. Gets it over to Chastain. Chastain drives on Jenkins. Simmons, lob pass into Nadie. Farrell driving right side. Might have been fouled. No call. Nadie picks it up and lays it up. Good. So the first 4 points scored by the Rebels.
31-23 as Katy widens her lead.
Coach Simmons is very animated out there. He's excited the way the girls have started the second half. Meets them halfway out on the floor.
Mike, what do we have scored so quickly here in the second half?
We have the Rebels at 30 and the DFW at 23.
So Rebels extending their lead here early in the second half. Coach Simmons going over the halftime with strategy here at the timeout. Jim, good job the Rebels did on passing and dissecting the defense there last couple of times down the floor.
That's for sure.
And they made 6 points. How can it be? They made 4. It's 30. What do you count?
All right, we're going back to work here. Rebels on defense. Saldana drives right side, kicks it out to Gunn. Wide open three-pointer, and it's good. Can't leave her open, and she was wide open. So she hits her 4th three-pointer of the day. Maddie Simmons with it on the right side, looking into Nadie. She drives the lane. Nice cut, dissect, but misses. Nadie picks it up, and strong inside position forces that ball in the basket. As we go back to work, Saldana attacking the left side. Gets it over to Gunn again, wide open. Left side, another three-pointer.
Wow.
5th three-pointer of the day for Gunn. And she looks as smooth as silk in her shot. As the Rebels go back to work, they're going to have to figure that one out. Simmons, right side three-pointer. And the Rebels answer with this long-distance bombardment. And there's nobody back to get the ball for Dallas. They're going to be close to the count. And we've got a timeout called by Dallas to save the turnover.
We have 12:05 left in this contest, and Rebels lead at 35-29.
35-29 to score. We've had kind of some fireworks on three-pointers fired up the last couple of times up and down the floor. Lauren Gunn with 2 3-pointers in the second half. I think she's got 5 on the day. And then, of course, answered by Maddie Simmons for the Rebels with a 3-pointer there right before the timeout. And what happened with the timeout was that all the Dallas-Fort Worth Elite ran off and left their inbounder and had no way of getting the ball down the floor, so the coach smartly called a timeout, but had to waste one of his second-half timeouts here. Saldana bringing it across. Simmons picking her up. Correction, that's Skinner picking her up at midcourt. Dumped off left side, 3-pointer attempted. That was Hardiman, and we've got a jump ball called on the miss and the offensive board, and will go to the Rebels.
35-29 here in the second half.
Maddie Simmons throws the ball into Starlin Farrell, and she'll bring it across. Saldana picks her up right away. Lots of effort after the ball, but Chastain saves it and takes the ball back to center lane, lays it up off the glass, and a rebound, long rebound by Saldana. She's going to go 1-on-2, lay it up off the glass, no good, and a miss picked up by the Rebels. Simmons back to Farrell, and we're working the other way now. Saldana again, aggressive defense out top on Farrell. Tough pass made to Skinner, and Farrell's just now getting up. Chastain almost loses out of bounds, does lose it to Gunn. Gunn down the floor to 20. That is Willis. And we've got a foul called at the baseline of Dallas.
Tell you what, the game has gotten physical. One of the Rebel players dives into the stands. One of the Elite players hits the cushioned wall.
Kyla Willis is shooting 2 and makes her first free throw. Second attempt is good also.
New scores 35-31.
You know, Mike, the Dallas-Fort Worth team has made a high percentage of their free throws today, so that could come down to be very critical in the fourth quarter. As Farrell brings the ball up, drives the lane all the way down to the basket. Might be cramming the ball in a little too tight, but Nat'l picks up the loose ball and takes it up and gets fouled. She'll shoot 2, and that's Shanaza Nat'l.
Hey, Robert, we're seeing a little bit different basketball here with this Katy team. You know, we saw a bunch of full court press all the time. These ladies haven't done it the whole game hardly.
We're going second free throw. First free throw, actually, for Nat'l. Ronnie just gave me the stats on Dallas. They're 6 for 8 from the free throw line.
That could be very important in this close game like this.
Shanaza's with her second shot. And it's good.
36-31 Rebels. Haven't had any shout-outs. 8-3-2, 4-5-1, 56-22. Let's go, guys.
Saldana gets the ball, drives the lane, kicks it out to Hardiman. She shoots a 3, but a miss. And Gunn chases down the loose ball. Looks like it's going to stay with Katy. You know, Dallas does a great job of attacking the middle of the lane, getting the defense to collapse,
yes,
and kicking it out to a three-point shooter. And Katy's going to have to work on that as we get farther into this game. Skinner shot off the inbounds. Nice play on a crossing screen off the inbounds at the baseline.
Takes that lead up to 7 points again for the Rebels.
You know, things like that, Jim, shows me that this Katy team is well coached.
Yes.
All aspects of the game. They don't leave anything out. And down inside, we've got post play taken away by Skinner. Strong young lady. She's headed, or she is at Katy Junior High. And it's Farrell with it right now. She takes the ball left side, drives the lane, tries a shot. Probably not a. I would not
I'm
call
seeing
that an advised shot.
I'm seeing what you're seeing. She gets under the basket too far.
Over penetrates.
Yeah,
a little bit right now because it crams the defense down, and she has no options for passing unless she kicks it out for a three-pointer. And Skinner puts the ball up, bounces off the rim, almost falls through, picked up by number 23. That's Sydney Hardiman for Dallas. Down the floor to Gunn, their three-point shooter, with 5 3-pointers today. Ball back to her. She's looked like she was almost in range, and that would have been an NBA shot, but she gave it up. The ball was tipped out of bounds by Farrell. Good hustling defense there. Starlin Farrell, the point guard for the Rebels. She's a West Memorial Junior High student. As we go back to work, Saldana looking for the screen. Drives baseline, wide open three, right side, in and out, no good. Picked up, put back in by number 20, Hardiman. Correction, that was Kaya Willis with the made basket.
38-33 Rebels.
Farrell driving the baseline again, and this time she draws the foul as a reach-in occurred. And Starlin Farrell will go to the line, shooting 2.
Close game here. It was billed as a good game, and it's living up to its billing.
Very much so. First shot, in and out. And checking into the game, number 25, Anuchi Nadee. And she'll sub in for her sister, Chanaza Nadee. Farrell's second shot. Again, another miss on the free throw by the Rebels. Having a tough day at the line. Hope that does not haunt them in the last part of the ball game. Saldana has the ball taken away by Skinner. She gets it back, almost stolen by Simmons. But Dallas on the attack gets the ball into number 8. First points of the day for Nat'l Burns. Nice pivot from the post position. Farrell over to Simmons. She was not ready for the ball. Ball's taken away. Mistake on the Rebels' part. Let's go back the other way. It looks like we almost had a travel there by Vaughn, but no call. Skinner saves the day with the defensive board.
35-38.
Farrell bringing
Rebels
it back.
on top.
Farrell drives right side, pivots, takes it across the lane, lays up a shot high on the glass, too hard, and the other direction goes Sydney Hardiman. Hardiman lays it up. She's fouled. No bucket, but she'll go to the line shooting 2. Hardiman's first shot coming up. Looks like the Rebels are going to sub in number 32, Jamie Gordon, after this shot, and it's good. Gordon is going to come in for Maddie Mad Dog Simmons. Also checking in, number 17, Amber Park for Valerie Chastain. Second shot by Hardiman. Dallas. Long rebound, tip, kept alive, hustled after it. Number 8, Vaughn, picks it up for Dallas. So they'll get another opportunity. Saldana with it out top. Skinner on her, looking for the screen. Three-pointer, left side. Gordon got out there, but the shot goes through the basket by number 23, Sydney Hardiman.
And DFW regains the lead, 39-38.
You know, it doesn't take too many of those threes to make up differences in score. As we have Gordon with the ball to Skinner. Skinner looks for Gordon, cutting the lane, and she's fouled. Nice play. Good offensive set there.
It was a good play. You know, they had that in motion right from the start and on the initial play. Good job.
They set it up well, and at the line is Jamie Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon came
2.
in, did a good job.
First shot off the front of the rim. Again, the woes at the free throw line continue for the Rebels.
Yes, definitely. Some substitutions here. One's back in the game for the Rebels.
Shanaza Nadee.
31 and 22 back in for DFW.
And that's Nicole Crocker along with Carly Jenkins. Gordon's second shot off the front of the rim, no good. Keep pushing the ball up the floor here by Dallas. Nadee picks almost loose ball there. Jenkins almost loses it, gets it over to Vaughn. Vaughn has it. She's being trapped, and she's going to be charged with an offensive foul. She pushes off. Good, strong defense there by Amber Park. And draws the foul. It gets a turnover, basically, for the Rebels.
Now, Robert, when she physically reaches out and pushes the opposing player, is that not a shooting foul?
No, it's because the player in control of the ball is considered an offensive foul, and offensive fouls are not shooting fouls.
Okay.
They're trying to change the terminology, more of a player control foul if it's by an offensive player, and an offensive foul if the player has the ball. I don't know if that made sense with that or not.
Yes, and I think we discussed that during basketball season one time, a player-controlled foul versus the straight-out offensive foul.
And at the line is Starlin Farrell shooting 2. And the first one is in, so that breaks the mold there for the Rebels, making their first free throw of 2.
Ties the game up.
Checking in, number 7 for Dallas, Saldana. Again, Starlin Farrell at the line, shooting the second of 2. Up and off the rim, but Nadee rebounds. Both sisters in that position. 3 offensive boards there by the Nadee sisters.
Well, you could have called that foul on just about anybody, including some of the girls from the Rebels.
But you have to give it Anucci. Nadee kept fighting it, taking back up, and finally drew the foul.
39-39.
She'll shoot 2.
How much time we have, Mike?
We're down to 7:16.
Newsy, first shot, crawls over the rim and out.
The physics behind that basketball and that cylinder is unbelievable.
It really is. That one you'd have thought would have bounced back in, and it came out. Second free throw. And it's good. It bounces around but stays in.
She's got a high arch on her balls.
As we go back to offense, Dallas attacks the Rebel defense.
40-39, Rebels back on top.
Ball taken down the baseline, rebounded by Nadee, and we've got a foul called. And that was Chinaza Nadee with the defensive board.
Now, I thought they called it on White.
It looked like it ended up being called against Dallas. I didn't see a number.
Yeah, 31 maybe.
If it is, that's Nicole Crocker. Rebels on offense again. Farrell pulls it up out high. Looks inside for somebody to Park. Park's being guarded by Gunn. There's a mismatch there. Gunn is much taller than Park. Park's got the ball alive. Now kind of running the point. Farrell back with it again. Over to Nadee. That's Chanuza. She drives the lane and is there. If there wasn't a foul there,
that was definitely something going on in that skirmish.
Wow. Anyway, the ball rolls out of bounds and it's given to Dallas.
40-39, Rebels on top.
Back to work. It looks like Rebels are in a little 1-3-1 trapping zone. Try to cover that baseline area. And Gunn with the ball out top, but no shot. Over to Saldana, who'll take the 3 off the rim. Picked up by Chanuza. She gets it out to Park, who's going to get it over to Farrell. They'll go back to work. So Chanuza and Nadee starting to express herself here on both ends of the floor. Good time for that. Amber Park, right side to Anucci. Left side, Gordon is pushed down. They're going to call the foul on Crocker. No shooting yet, but those fouls are adding up. What's our time, Mike?
We're down to 6:02 in this contest.
6:02 remaining in the second half. Gordon, nice pass in, but not handled by Nat'l, and it goes out of bounds on the opposite end of the floor, opposite side of the floor. Dallas will bring it in, go the length of the floor. No press by the Rebels. Going to work here, contact made by Farrell, no call, but now there's a delayed call. And that call goes against Starlin Farrell. There'll be a sideline inbounds by Katy. Correction by Dallas. The Rebels matched up man-to-man now. Saldana, Gordon out on Gunn. Gunn back to Saldana. They're still trying to get a three-pointer if they can. Saldana drives, but no basket as she scores. She traveled, and the referee picked that up before she shot the ball.
Benefits the Rebels for sure.
Maddie Simmons checking back in along with Valerie Chastain and Kelly Skinner. Simmons bringing it across, gets it to Chastain. Chastain looking, gets the ball to Gordon. Gordon drives the middle of the lane. She lays it up. We're too hard. Skinner tries to save it. Nat'l does, and she takes it to the basket like a rocket, but lays it up a little too hard. Rebels attacking the basket, but didn't get anything out of that series. Saldana brings it across. Gets it over to Crocker. Crocker to Gunn. Gunn open for a three-pointer. Contested this time and misses the shot. Looks like Gordon did a good job of getting in her face. Crocker down to Saldana. Saldana drives the lane. Nat'l was as straight as she possibly could, but the foul is called on Shanaza Nat'l.
Tell you what, good ball movement over there by DFW.
It made it a challenge for the Rebels to play defense in that series. And at the line, Saldana shooting two. First shot is good.
Ties that score up 40-40.
Second shot off, long rebound. We're going to have a foul called against Dallas for a push off there.
It's like number 8.
Looked like Kelly Skinner was knocked on her hip. She's kind of holding on to that thing right now, hanging in there, trying to recover. She knows she needs to be in the game. Simmons out to Chastain. Over to Gordon. Gordon loses it. Picked up by Crocker, and Dallas gets a takeaway. Saldana with it. She drives right side. Three-point shot by Gunn. In and out, no good. Rebound, backside Vaughn. She takes it up and draws the foul. And goes to the line, shoots two, which is where Dallas has a large percentage of their offense today is their free throws. Vaughn's first shot is good. Lots of good free throw percentages for the Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah, those numbers are very good for them.
Second free throw, nothing but net. As Brandy Simmons brings it across, gets it to Chastain, cuts to the basket. Chastain drives the middle of the lane, takes it all the way, lays it up too hard. Ball's loose. Nat'l picks it up. She gets it back out to Simmons. Simmons 10-footer short. And we've got a tie ball called. In actuality, that could have gone against Kelly Skinner as a foul, but
yes, I agree.
I'm sure she'll take that tie ball call. Full court pressure now by Katy, trying to make something happen here. Gunn across to Saldana. Saldana back to Gunn. She's trying to dribble across. She falls down.
Not sure what the official saw. She fell down.
I'll try to remain neutral.
Yes.
But at the same time, the contact did not.
No, there was no contact.
Result in someone falling down. It looked like she slipped down, but it'll be the result of that is no free throws. It'll be a sideline inbounds, but it is a foul called against the Rebels. Mike, how much time remaining?
We have 4:03.
4:03 remaining in this contest. And as Saldana drives, she's fouled. And we have 5 fouls called against one of the Rebel players. It's going to be Chastain. Valerie Chastain now has fouled out of the contest. And she's upset, but at the same time, many of those fouls were necessary to keep the
fast
defensive
break
pressure
occurring.
on.
Sure,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
But I'm sure she wants to be in there till the bitter end. Amber Park checks in for her. And Amber's had a good game today as
She
well.
sure has.
Saldana going against Farrell. Down the middle of the lane. She drives and lays it up off the glass. Good. Aggressive part on her part as Nat'l down on the other end gets the ball. Nice pass inside and takes it up strong to draw the foul. So she'll get 2 shots. But you've got to take advantage. Two free throws here made would be very helpful. Shanaza Nat'l.
Robert, we got 3:48 going
First shot
left
is
in
good.
this game. And we are at 10 on the visitors, so we'll have free throws every time we get a foul now. That's pretty important.
Nat'l's second shot. Shanaza and her sister go to the Holy Spirit Episcopal School. Second shot is off the rim. Dallas allows it to go out of bounds, so it'll be an inbounds Dallas ball, full court. And they'll be working on the press applied by Katy. Up the floor, Jennifer Gunn throws the ball over the head of Jenkins. And so a forced turnover there by the Katy press. Works to the Rebels' advantage. Here comes Farrell leading the offense. Drives right side, picks it up, dumps off to Park. Park's on the right side corner, 3-point area. Kicks it back to Simmons, almost loses it. Skinner driving against Gunn. Nice pivot, in and out. Nat'l trying to save it. She does, and she draws the foul. So Shanaza Nat'l has a great move to the basket that draws the foul every time she gets it down low. At the line shooting 2, Shanaza Nat'l.
Score table showing 5 fouls on number 20, but they're not slowing it down here.
Now she's getting the signal. So number 20. And that's Kaya Willis, one of the starters, has fouled out. So each team has lost a starter at this point at the juncture of the game.
They 44-41, Robert. I'm not sure you're going to see a score like this. You know, you've seen some blowouts here.
Nat'l off the front of the rim. It's a good-looking athlete right there shooting that free throw,
Yes,
isn't it? She
yes,
could just
yes.
tell potential.
Yes. She's still young, 7th grade.
Also was a champion shot putter and in track.
Junior high jump.
Nat'l's second shot off the front of the rim again. Skinner tries to fight for it. She ties it up, and that effort gives Katy the ball. So excellent play there by Kelly Skinner to give the Rebels another shot at offensive score. Cross screen inbound. Skinner with it. She's going to take it to her. Nice pivot play off the rim. No good. Tried to be saved by Nat'l. Skinner on the floor diving for it. Tips it out of bounds. Great effort there, but no results for the Rebels.
And that's another ball that could have gone either way because the DFW player was actually on top of Skinner.
Now Dallas will have to break the press. Last time there was a turnover created. Gunn with it. Tipped out of bounds by Skinner. I'll tell you what, that young lady is everywhere the ball
Skinner
is.
is definitely a player.
Inbound now at midcourt right by the Dallas-Fort Worth bench. Saldana's going to have to try to go against the double team here, and does. Vaughn with it, right side, left side. Down to Gunn, her shot, 3-pointer. No good. She's been cold a little bit lately, thank goodness.
That's right.
On the
Thanks
part of the
goodness
Rebels.
for us.
And Starling Farrell drives the lane, gets it to Nadine. Nadine pivots, takes it up, partially blocked, and fouled by Gunn, number 21. So Chanaza Nadi will shoot 2.
Got quite a crowd over here, Robert, watching this game.
Chanaza looks a little frustrated at the free throw line. She's got to brighten that attitude. I know she's had some tough percentages today at the line. First shot is off. Got to have no conscience when you miss. That'll be something she'll grow into. She's a young lady, 7th grader, has a lot to learn.
Oh, yes.
Second shot. Off the front of the rim again. Loose ball. It's a scramble. Nadi picks it up. Good hustle on her part.
Excellent hustle.
Ball into Skinner. She posts up well. Pivot shot good over Gunn. Gunn's couldn't quite guard her as aggressively. She's got high foul count. Skinner on the baseline, on the sideline. She's going to get called for a foul as she aggressively goes after the trap right at the midcourt line. All right, we're back to live action here. Vaughn with it. Looks for help. Trap. Ball's thrown away. Good effort defensively there by Farrell along with Simmons to force that turnover and an out-of-bounds throw. Just to give you a stat that Chanaza Nadi is 5 for 14 from the free throw line today. While we're talking about that, Maddie Simmons drives the left side, draws the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Tell you what, these are crucial free throws here with the score 44-43 in favor of DFW. Timeout called by the DFW coach. You know, that's a statistic that's pretty interesting. Ronnie, you don't happen to have a stat on Mad Dog, how she's been doing at the free throw line, do you? You know, it's important you get up here. There's a lot of pressure. And you just want to make the good shot. You don't want to try to make too much happen. She's 4 for 7 at the free throw line. We talk about that important 5 for 7, 6 for 7. That's what we want to do.
Unfortunately, that's probably one of the better free throw percentages
I think
today
you're right.
for the Rebels.
Coach just came over and whispered in my ear, said, if we can only make 20% of our free throws, he'd be happy.
Yeah. He's right.
Yeah. Well, one thing about it, Coach Simmons cannot get gray hair over this. He's already got that taken
That's
care
right.
of. And
he's still pretty limber. Look at him. He's squatted down.
Well, we've got a close contest here. You couldn't ask for some better play.
What time do we have left, Mike?
We have 2:03 left in this contest. A lot of basketball.
A lot of basketball. You know basketball. Lots of time.
We've had good defense, steals, 3-pointers. They've just really taken it to each other. Very aggressive play. But for the most part, these two teams seem to respect each other, seem to appreciate the competition as Maddie Mad Dog Simmons shoots 2. And she sighted it in and made her first.
Ties the score up, 44-44.
Second free throw. A little long, off the left side, picked up by Gunn. Maddie Simmons tips it, steals it, and to the basket goes Skinner. She lays it up good. Combination work there by Skinner and Simmons. Ended up with a basket.
Rebels pull back.
That ends up being a 3-point play, but we've got a foul called on Farrell off the press. Coach Simmons does not agree, and that may be.
That'll be 5.
I'm surprised if it's not 5. Yes, it is. They're signaling the 5 fouls now, so the point guard is going to have to be subbed in for. So key loss there. Second person that's fouled out for the Rebels as Sterling goes over and shakes the opposing coach's hand. Other players.
Hey, guys, we got a shout out to Sydney Hardiman, number 23. Her grandmother's listening from the great state of New York. So, Grandma, there you go. Got a shout out to number 23, Sydney Hardiman.
Sydney's in the game right now, getting ready to inbound the ball from Dallas. Pressure applied. Park in at the point. Jenkins driving, gets the ball over to Saldana. Hardiman with it, back to Jenkins. Out top, attacks the lane. They're looking to get that three-point if they can. Taking a lot of time, and here's your three-pointer from the right side. Missed, rebounded. Gordon. She was in perfect position on the backside. And Maddie Simmons will bring it up. Saldana with pressure. Park now. Looks like the Rebels are in a little bit of a delayed offense. They have a double high post set where they can bounce people out to open up. They're expecting to be fouled, which probably is a good strategy on Dallas's part because foul shooting has not been the greatest for Katy today. Well, definitely the highest percentage shooter is at the line. Amber Park, as Ronnie just gave me the information, 2 for 2. Also just fouled out, number 22, Carly Jenkins for Dallas. Amber Park at the line, shooting 2. First one is good.
47-44. Tell you, Robert, they're about 6 or 7 deep over here on our side watching this game. It is one of the better games on the courts right now.
Amber Park's second shot. Long rebound off to the right side. Picked up, scramble for. And we've got a foul called against, looks like it's going to be called against Kelly Skinner.
Skinner's got to be moving along in those fouls too, Mike. What does she have?
Timeout here called.
The table didn't hold up 5, so it's less than 5. That's all I can tell you.
I'll tell you what, Skinner has had a great game here. 47-44. How much time we have left?
We're down to 114.
114. You know, again, and especially basketball, that is an eternity when you measure this game in tenths of a second.
And the coaches can call the timeouts, and you can stop the clock, you can stretch it. But right here, when we come back to live action, it's going to be Dallas-Fort Worth ball.
And who do you not want to get that ball if you're the Rebels?
With the, I was going to say,
Number
the
21.
opportunity to score the three, and the three-point shooters.
Gunn.
Number 23, Sydney Hardiman, and number 21, Lauren Gunn. Gunn has more three-pointers, but Hardiman is capable from that range. As Saldana goes to work here against the press. Park, trap, Simmons, steal, Skinner, and it actually,
wow, that was a bad call.
Actually, if we watched that on replay, I think it would have been off of Dallas, but at the same time, we're not watching
21
replay.
scooped that ball right around with her hand. The call was made by the official at the far end of the gym.
Yeah, great pressure there by Katy. And Gunn wide open at the top of the circle, off the rim, hustle for the rebound, saved by Crocker to Gordon, though, as the Rebels retain possession. No press here, except for Saldana out on Simmons. And we've got a foul there. She had to do something aggressive, try to get that ball back. So Saldana fouls Simmons. Simmons will be at the line shooting 2. And I know she wants to make both of these.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a fun game, Robert.
It is. With just a changing of the tide, the score could change quickly. You know, interesting stat Ronnie's given us. Gunn, who has 5 three-pointers for Dallas today, has missed her last 3-point attempts.
Mad Dog Maddie just missed that one.
First free throw. Second free throw coming, and it rolls off the front of the rim. Acted like it didn't want to get in there. Saldana now bringing it up against the press.
That's a crucial play right there. 48 makes a three-pointer.
Gunn, left side 3, and it's good. Right off the press break. Very smart offensive set there by Dallas-Fort Worth. They score in very little time.
Well, Robert, there's my point. That one shot that Mad Dog was able to make makes that score 48. At 48, that three-pointer makes it 47. Had she missed both of them, this game would be tied.
So we've got Mike time and score again one more time for us.
We're down to 33.48 seconds.
Wow.
And we're 48-47, Katy.
Come on, Mike. How do you feel over there in the midst of all them Katy Rebels?
They're taking it in pace.
There you go.
All right, now we've got a full court press applied by Dallas. Looks like it's man-to-man. Katy should be able to run a play here and get a free open man. Amber Park with it. She's picked up by Saldana. Looking to get trapped, but the ball is thrown wildly down the floor, and Gunn picks it up. It's 48-47 Katy, and we're in the 20-second range. Saldana drives the length of the floor, lays it up, and is fouled. So not only does she score the two, she gets a chance at a third point. Not exactly how Katy designed it.
No, and that errant pass is what really hurt them.
Yeah, all they had to do was bring it down and really run the clock out. And one pass too long ended up in Dallas's hands. Saldana with it now. She takes it down the floor, scores, and gets the foul. Shoots her one shot, and she makes good on it.
50-48.
Quick change of events here. Katy now has to get something down the floor. We have a timeout called by Katy. Coach Simmons wants to draw up a play. Time left, Mike?
15.50.
15 seconds, down 2 points. They'll get the ball in somewhere on the sideline, I believe. Gunn stat here from Ronnie. Gunn is, let me get her first name because we want to give her credit. Can't remember.
Got an appropriate name for a three-point shooter.
Lauren Gunn is actually 6 for 10 with three-point shooting today, shooting 60%. All right, sideline inbounds. Three-quarter court. Katy with the ball. Under 20 seconds remaining. Simmons with it. She's double-teamed over to Park. Park drives the basket, lays it up. Off-balance shot, in and out. And we've got a foul called on
22, I believe.
No, it's called on, is it 22? Okay, called on Katy. I was thinking it was called on Dallas, but we're going to go down the other end and shoot free throws.
I think they said over the back.
Number 31, Nicole Crocker, will shoot 2 free throws. So this game has somewhat been wrestled away from the Katy Rebels, who were playing very good basketball here. The few changes and advantages for Dallas at the end have made the difference. First free throw is missed by Crocker.
If we're at a college game right now, Robert, that's when all the fans would be waving some sort of big inflatable stick behind that backboard.
Second shot off the rim, rebound Skinner. Skinner going to drive the length of the floor, maybe long shot. No good. And at the horn, final score, Dallas-Fort Worth 50 and Katy Rebels 48. Unfortunate turn of events there at the end for Katy, but you have to give it to Dallas. They executed and did the things they need to do to win the ball game.
Good game. I know that team is disappointed, but, this was probably one of the best games out here.
Definitely that.
And if you look at some of the scores that the Simmons team had, they hadn't put up a lot of points in recent times. We're looking at our numbers there to decide who our player of the game is. Man, I don't know. Skinner seems like she really did a good job out there for us.
And you also had Mad Dog Simmons as well.
Mad Dog Simmons and Skinner. I don't know where it's a toss-up between those two.
We'll take a look here and get our council of selectees decided here as we wait also for Coach Simmons. We're going to try to catch him. Mike, we'll go to you as soon as you're ready. I know Coach Simmons wants to talk to his girls.
Boy, Gunn came down with 18, man. It's hard to beat.
All right, Jim, we're here with Coach. Coach, didn't turn out the way you wanted to, obviously, but your girls fought hard. You have to be proud of them here.
Let me tell you something. I'm proud of these girls the whole season. Difference in that game, free throws. Give it to that team. They hit a lot of threes on us, So, but I'm very proud of the girls. I think they did a great job all season.
Well, Coach, I'm going to tell you what, looking at your girls, the potential for their future is great, but you can just tell they're well coached. The details that they executed today, it's a shame it comes down to a few plays here and there, but overall, like you said, you'd love to have those free throws back. And one thing they learned from it is that when they practice free throws, they think back to games like this that could have made a difference. But good luck to you in the future, and I think you've got a good squad here. Keep them together, and I'm sure they're going to advance in the future as well.
Thank you so much, guys, for doing this for us, and I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much. And we're going to go ahead and name our players of the game. We usually don't do this, but we don't have a choice. We got two we're going to have to give it to. That's going to be Mad Dog Maddie, and
Simmons.
Also we're going to have to do Skinner, because both those two girls just played outstanding ball. We'll get a chance to talk with them here in just a minute. So I'll tell you what, Robert, once again, man, those two girls, it was too tough of a call. So if we can go ahead and visit with
here it is.
Mike's coming on his way over here. We're getting
so our players of the
Coach,
game.
they're going to have a little team meeting.
That's
right.
We
understandable.
Can,
and
absolutely.
they'll come over and visit with us.
Absolutely. Robert, what do we have as far as final points?
Okay, final points for the first of all, let's give you the Dallas-Fort Worth team. 18 points, Lauren Gunn. She had 6 3-pointers in that 18 points. 13 points was point guard Saldana, Mireya Saldana. Then going down the line, Natalie Burks with 4, Kaya Willis with 4. Sydney Hardiman had 8 points, also had a 3-pointer. Vaya Magleta had 1 point, and Megan Vaughn with 2 points, total of 50. For the Katy Rebels, leading point was Simmons, Maddie Simmons with 15 points. Kelly Skinner with 14 points. We had Shanaza Nadi with 9 points. Next up was Amber Park with 5 points. Starlin Farrell with 4 points. And we had Sister Anucci Nadi with 1 point for a total of 48. But the story today, of course, was free throws made or missed. And we're going to have our 2 player of the games here shortly. First up is Maddie Mad Dog Simmons.
Maddie, I know you're sad, but I'm going to tell you something. Girl, you play a heck of a game out here.
Thank you.
You know, we called you Mad Dog because that's what's in your bio, and you didn't take long to show us why you're called Mad Dog. I know it didn't go the way you wanted to. That team was pretty tough. They came out and played you hard. You guys got behind. I know when you look back at this, it's the free throws that hurt you. We had a girl that on the other side had 6 3-pointers. That was tough. You saw what happened with seconds to play. She hit that 3-pointer again. What is your take on the game?
I think we all did really good, but the free throws is what really hurt us.
And, you know, it's tough to go back at this stage of a tournament and try to practice on that. You know, you go back on your own, try to practice on it, what have you. But, again, great job. You know, any thoughts here as you finish out this tournament today?
I love all of them. They're all my, family.
Well, very good.
Maddie, you play, put your heart on the line out there. It's obvious that the Mad Dog name just goes with you so well. I wish you luck in the future, but when you think in the future, when you go to working on free throws in a quiet gym, kind of put yourself back in these situations where you're shooting under those situations, and that's where it pays off. So as you move on up the level to junior high and high school, you'll be ready for those situations. But you're an excellent player, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good job. And also behind us, Robert, this woman over here is crazy too. Kelly Skinner, I'll tell you, if you don't have any skin missing off your knees, I don't know, because you play hard, girl.
And hips and
Hips
everywhere
and
else.
arms and shoulders. Great job out here. I know it didn't end up the way you wanted it to. Tell us your thoughts on the game.
I think everybody did really good. I think we just need to work on our free throws.
Well, and, you know, tough. You're in those pressure situations. You're trying hard, but you guys did everything you could out there. This is a good group of girls. Are you going to be with this team next year, or are you going on to the junior high level?
Hopefully I'm with this team next year because I love them all.
Well, guys did a great. You could tell you guys play as a team. You know, a lot of heart between all you guys playing tough.
Yeah.
And Kelly, I want to tell you how much I'm impressed with your post moves. Continue to work on those and develop those. Very strong, and that will only help you as you get up to the higher levels.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good job,
hustle.
girls. Good job. I'll tell you, Robert, you know, again, 2 girls like this, the sisters out there, I know they're sad. I know things didn't go the way they wanted it to go, But, they played hard. There's no shame. And we're seeing some girls that could give some boys a run for their money in football.
Very physical, physical, and almost it's just bring on anything, they can handle it.
Absolutely.
But excellent ball game. One of the better games we've seen here at this tournament, and you got to hand to the Katy Rebels for coming out here and laying it on the line.
I know one thing: the two girls we just interviewed, they will keep their boyfriends in check.
There's no doubt about that.
That's for sure.
Well, folks, it looks like we're going to be taking a break for a little bit. We've got some games planned here in short. Looks like it's going to be our next game is going to be at 4:20, and that's going to be the Maddie 1 team. That's going to be against the Texas Express Hawks. We'll probably go back live probably around 4:10, where we'll have our coach's corner. Once again, we appreciate you listening and all your support. Keep those shout-outs coming in. I know it's going to mean a lot to these young ladies when they go back and listen to these games again later on our archive feature. But right now we're going to go ahead and sign off. We want to appreciate all the hard work by Robert, Mike, Joey, and Jim. Yeah, let's not bring everybody into this, because my friend, you have done an outstanding job over these 2 days. And we're probably all going to lose our voices before it's over. But we got some good basketball left. We have 3 good games left. We do have some folks advancing to the next level, but that's what this is all about. So on behalf of the entire STSN family, we're going to sign off for now, and we will visit with you later.
Fell in love in Tennessee. So much love had to take you home with me. Hell, I begged you to go. So very blonde with a killer smile. Way you wear those jeans, it drives me wild. I even told you so. I broke my heart when you said no. Bags are packed, I'm ready to go. But before I leave, baby, just one thing I gotta know. Baby, why not Texas? Why not Texas? I got the Guadalupe River, the Grain Hall, and the Alamo. Why not Texas?